Welcome to our live guided meditation today. My name is Stephanie Wagner, and I am a meditation teacher and health coach based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm delighted to be leading you in a practice today on behalf of Healthy Minds Innovations. And as we're waiting to get started here, I would love to get to know you a little bit better. If you would share with me in the chat box where you're from and maybe just a little bit about your level of practice experience. Let me know if you're a beginning meditator or if you're more experienced. Would love to just find out a little bit more about you. And I believe that there are going to be a group of meditators here who are at a variety of different practice levels of experience. And I just want to say that regardless of whether you're a beginning meditator or a more seasoned meditator, this practice was designed to be accessible for all levels. And I'm just really glad that you joined me here today. And I can't think of a better time to start meditating if it's a new practice for you. And let me tell you just a little bit about Healthy Minds Innovations. We are a nonprofit affiliated with the Center for Healthy Minds at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And essentially, what we do is we take the scientific insights coming out of the Center for Healthy Minds and we translate them into tools to help people both cultivate as well as measure well being. And we've been coming together today as a community of meditators. We've been practicing week after week since we've been enduring this global pandemic, really to train our minds in skills associated with resilience and well being. And great, we've got people joining, it looks like, from around the world. I'm able actually to see our YouTube channel comments. I can't see our Facebook comments right now, but I'll make sure that I'll go back and look at our Facebook comments after the broadcast is done. And so each week we've been having a practice theme. And our practice theme this week is all about awareness. And awareness is one of the dimensions of the Healthy Minds model of well being. And simply put, awareness is our capacity to know what's going on, to know what's going on in our own mind, with our thoughts, our emotions, knowing what's going on in our bodies, as well as what's happening in our environment. And of course, that sounds simple enough, but in fact, there's good science that points to the fact that we're actually distracted 47% of our waking lives. And imagine the impact of this distraction on the quality of our relationships, our capacity to do our work, our overall level of happiness. And so, what we're doing here is we're training our mind in skills associated with awareness, training our minds to resist distraction, to willfully pay attention on purpose, and to be mindfully present and aware. So, of course, there are many benefits to training our mind in awareness, but it also actually feels very good to be more present and more aware. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a practice that's called Tour of the Senses, where I'm going to walk you step by step to pay attention to different aspects of your experience, starting with sensations in the body, moving to the breath, and then opening ourselves up to pay attention to sight and sound. So you'll get an experiential taste of what it's like to practice training your mind in attention and mindful awareness. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable seat. Allow your body to be relaxed. Yet there's this sense of alertness. And if it's helpful for you, you can take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Each exhale allows you the opportunity to let go of any tension or busyness that's propelled you to this point in your day. And you can choose to practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed, whatever feels the most natural to you. So let's begin by bringing awareness to the sensations in our body, starting with noticing sensations in our face. Notice feelings of tension, perhaps in your jaw, those tiny muscles around your eyes. So, whatever you're noticing is absolutely fine. We're simply being present and aware with these sensations as they are. And then begin to notice sensations in your chest and your belly, your back. Notice what it feels like for your body to breathe. We're not doing anything special here to create an experience. We're simply noticing, being present with these sensations as they are. And now move your attention down to the lower half of your body. Notice the feeling of your legs being supported by your chair, your feet rooted on the floor. And just notice these sensations in your legs. Now move your attention to become aware of the breath. And you can notice wherever you feel the breath the most strongly in your body. You might feel the air moving in and out of your nose, or that feeling of your belly and chest rising and falling with the breath. There's no need to breathe any differently than you would normally. Just allow the breath to be natural, relaxed. And see if you can notice those moments where your mind has wandered. You might be judging your experience or simply lost in thought. And when that happens, bring your attention back to awareness of the breath. Noticing the breath come in and out of the nose, and the feeling of the belly rising and falling with the breath naturally. And this process of getting lost and coming back and getting lost and coming back will happen many times throughout your practice. This is how we train the mind. All right, let's just drop the technique for a moment and notice how you're feeling in your body and your mind from paying attention to the sensations in your body and your breath. All right, we're going to try it again. This time we're going to bring our attention to the sounds in our environment. So the idea here is that you're just going to simply allow your mind to become aware of sound, and you're just present with the act of hearing. Nothing to do other than just knowing you're hearing. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So you can come back into your seat and you can close your eyes. Notice sounds happening in your environment. You may notice cars going by, plane overhead, sound of my voice, or perhaps even the sound of your own breath. Here we're just noticing sound, being present with sound. Or if sound isn't working for you or your sense of hearing isn't strong, you can simply bring awareness back to your breath. When we notice that pull of distraction, find that we're no longer present with the sound, gently bringing our attention back to the sounds are in our environment. And there's no need to just pay attention to one sound. You can simply open up to the variety of sounds that may be happening around you. All right, let's experiment with another way of training our mind and awareness. And we can open our eyes and notice something in front of you. Notice your computer, phone, something else in your environment. You can notice the color and shape of what you're looking at. And there's simply this sense of knowing that you're looking. And as you're training your mind in this way, you may notice thoughts pop up, and that's okay. Thoughts are not a problem. It's only when we get lost in them that we want to make sure that we just bring our attention back to awareness of sight. And those moments where you recognize that you're no longer present, you're no longer aware, that's not a failure, that's success. You've remembered that you're not paying attention and you simply return to meditating with whatever you're using for support, in this case, the sense of sight. All right, let's give ourselves a little break here. Drop the technique and see if you can just notice what's happening in your body and your mind. Allow yourself to simply be. Be present, be aware, notice the impact of your practice. All right, good job. You did it. You meditated. You did the tour of the senses, practice training your mind in the recognition of awareness. And I would love to hear a little bit from you how that practice was. If you want to just share maybe one word that describes your experience, and really whatever happened is absolutely fine. You may have had a peaceful experience, you may have had a very active mind, you may have been confused. So, whatever's happening is absolutely fine. Of course, we are doing this practice, we're doing our best step by step training of our mind. And the reason why I think this practice of tour of the senses is so helpful is it really points us to the fact that we can become present and aware with anything in our daily lives. We can pay attention to sensations in the body. We can pay attention to the breath. We can pay attention to things that we see, things that we hear. Even we can become aware of our thoughts and emotions. And all of this is extremely helpful as we navigate our lives. We can direct where we pay attention on purpose. We can resist that pull of distraction. And ultimately, just feels good to be present and aware with what's going on in our lives. So let's take a look at what some of the comments are here. Wonderful. Looks like a variety of different experiences from everyone. Yeah, great. Wonderful. So wonderful to practice with you today. If you're inspired to continue training your mind in this way, you can check out our free app. It's freely offered by the generosity of our donors. Tryhealthyminds.org. It's a really cool program where you basically get to train your mind step by step in different qualities associated with well being. You can almost consider these to be the keys to resilience. And we are going to continue practicing together this week around the practice theme of awareness. So please join us, and we'll be back next week with a new practice theme. So really looking forward to continuing to practice together today. Thank you so much, uh, and look forward to connecting soon. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you have ease. And wishing you well as you go about your day.